Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this game number 3 between StParting here in the Blue Protoss and the Zerg himself, DongRaeGu. I hope you guys have seen the other 2 games in the series because so far it is incredible. I'm not going to give anything else away, but you should go back and check them out. Also, while you're here at the beginning of this game, go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be bringing you pro replays all the time, especially now that I've got my intro video set up. I've got my channel looking basically the way I want it to, so now I can focus just on bringing you guys replays. So go ahead, press subscribe. Also, like my videos. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. I'm always looking to make this better, and you guys are the best way that I can do that. So help a brother out. It's free. You know you love watching StarCraft, or else you wouldn't be here. So what can it hurt? Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll talk about this game a little bit in this intro. This is Entombed Valley, which for those of you who don't know, DongRaeGu is quoted several times as saying this is like his least favorite map. He hates this map. He will always, give it the thumbs down and ladder, things like that, just because he despises it. And I'd like to take a second and just sort of talk about why that is. Now, obviously, this is an easy expansion to take. It's pretty well guarded by this ramp, so it's not that difficult. It isn't even that close to this ledge, so it's not like Tal'Darim Altar, where siege tanks can get parked right here and really just do a ton of damage to your base. I honestly think one of the hardest things for Zerg to deal with on this one is taking a third. Now, I know the third is relatively close, but something about these rocks and this little choke right here tends to always beat Zerg players up. Now, for all of you that are Zerg players, you know that chokes are the worst thing ever for you. Zergs basically have to fight in open ground. That's why this whole middle area is great for Zergs. You can do a lot of flanking. You can do all those sorts of things that you can get surrounds with Zerglings, all those things that you love to do as a Zerg player. So really, there are 2 chokes going up here, so it's really easy to harass. And for some reason, at least I hate this. I don't know if this is why DongRaeGu hates this, but I hate having these big dark areas right next to an expansion. That basically is an invitation for drops, for warp prism play, for any sort of things like that. So, and really, once you take a third base even, your 4th base is so hard to take. I mean, obviously you can go up here, but these rocks take a while to break down. These bases are really far away from your main, so there are just a lot of problems to deal with as Zerg. I feel like overall it's not that imbalanced of a map, but it is definitely a map that plays to the current styles of Protoss and Terran. Terran love this because they've got this choke right here that they can use for setting up siege lines with. Put bunkers in these areas to really defend yourself. Protoss, you can wall this off for Forge Fast expands very easily. And kind of interesting, I'm wondering what we're going to see here by parting. There's no Fast Expo. He went just Gateway Cyber, and we got a pylon here. Oh, we might be seeing DTs by our Protoss player. He's going for a very early Twilight Council. Both of his geysers are going at full blast. And he hasn't taken that Nexus yet. And look at this. He is looking around all over the place. He wants to make sure that he's not going to get scouted out anytime soon. And this could be dangerous. DongRaeGu is doing his standard 3-base play. He's going up for his 3rd base right here. And I would imagine... Okay, we do see a gateway coming down. I would imagine that as soon as we see this finish, once we see our Protoss player get 250 gas, we will see him throw down that Dark Shrine. Now, this will give him 3 gateways that he can summon those from. The Dark Shrine obviously takes forever to build. But he will be able to get... Oh, he is going for Quick Blink. My bad. I guess we aren't going to see DTs after all. But, once again... Blink Stalker's very, very viable, especially on this map. If you have vision back here, you can attack, you can move up this ramp, and you can, if you're getting surrounded by lings, you can just blink behind these rocks, and then just attack the 3rd. And look at this, DongRaeGu knows something up, he knows something's up, he cancels that hatchery. You could tell that he definitely is getting a little suspicious here. Chrono boosting out Blink right now. This will give him very early Blink capabilities. And going up to 4 gateways. So this is a 4-gate Blink Stalker push. And DongRaeGu not taking any chances. I don't know that he's actually seen what's going on. Let's go ahead and look at his view. He has not seen that. But just for everyone out there, well, okay, Zergs especially. As a Zerg player, I am very, very suspicious every time I see a Protoss open with anything other than Forge Fast Expand right now. Because basically Forge Fast Expand is such a strong opening that there's really no reason not to do it unless you are doing some kind of cheese. It's basically, you know, we, as Zerg players, you know, we can handle 4 gates now if we spot them. We can handle that early cheese, but you do have to be noticing for it. So you have to be scouting, looking around. And look at this, even throwing a Spore Crawler in here, he is definitely he wants to make sure that he's not going to get bum rushed by any DTs. And look at this, here goes this Overlord. This Overlord is going to pop in here and see immediately that there is no Dark Shrine, mainly because all of Parting's army is out on the field. And look at this, Parting even finishing the block off of his base, and even checking for a third. He might have noticed that before, but now sees that it's no longer there, and he knows that this is where he has to fight. And he definitely cannot break past this. Now, he could try to blink up on the high ground, and DongRaeGu got to be careful about burrowing those Spine Crawlers, and he just needs to buy a little bit of time till speed finishes. There's only 1 sentry here, so these Zerglings can do quite a bit of damage to these Stalkers. And he really wants to keep this Stalker on the high ground, and getting a Queen, a huge play by him, but speed is just about to finish in 3, 2, 1, done. And there we go. Now Parting definitely needs to make something work. He is very far behind on his economy, but look at this. This is so bad for him, only having a handful of sentries. I think he only had 1, and it's dead. I think this might be basically GG by Parting. All of these Stalkers are going to go down without any sentry support. They're in a lot of trouble from these Speedlings, and there's the GG. Oh my gosh, what a great game. I do actually appreciate this kind of harassment and aggression by Protoss players. I don't call this cheese because, well, you just can't. I think it happens too late in the game, and this was a really bold move by Parting. However, like I said, Zerg players, if you notice that that a Protoss player is not Forge Fast Expanding, be very, very prepared for Dark Templars, for Blink Stalkers, any kind of really aggressive push. So I hope you guys enjoy this game, and I'm going to get on game number 4 as soon as I can.